Hey guys, how are you? So it's me, your teacher. I'm here because we need to start learning new things. We have to start with this year's program. So let's get right down to it. Yes, we're going to start using the book. Uh, just in case you don't have the book, I'm going to be uploading pictures or a PDF, yes, with the material so that you can work. So, the book, yes, and the workbook, which is over here. So, we're going to start with page 4 of the student's book. Yes, remember that we worked with a text in which we talked about the different um, good and bad aspects of being a teenager. Yes, and when we talked about the bad aspects or the worst things of being a teenager, we referred to changes. Yeah, that there are many changes happening, not only in our bodies but also in our minds. Yes, well, in your minds. So today we're going to read a text of a girl who is facing many changes in her life. Yes. So I want you to follow the reading. Yes, it is this text from page 4 of the student's book, and I'm going to read it. My name is Sky Winter Fox, and I'm 16. After a year in Woodley Bridge with my gran, I now live in the city again with my parents. My parents usually travel abroad a lot for their jobs, but now they work in London. I'm really happy to be home with my mom and dad again. I sometimes stay with my gran at weekends. Her home is really nice but quite small. At my parents' house, I have a big bedroom, and so there's more space to hang out with my friends. I love taking photos of my classmates. When I'm on my own, I also like writing songs. I start my new school, Belmont Academy, on Monday. My neighbor, Jay, goes to the same school. We get on really well. My friend Dan also starts there on Monday. Dan's going to Belmont Academy because his mom wants him to go to an international school. Dan's not worried at all, but I am. I hope my first day goes okay. So this girl, Sky, is facing many challenges. Yes, she has moved to the city with her parents. She's starting a new school. Yes, so imagine what she's feeling. So now that we have read the text, you're going to reread it and you're going to work on activity number 2, which is a true or false. Please remember to write your answers in the worksheet that I have uploaded to Classroom so that then at the end of the class you submit the worksheet and I can correct your work. Yes? Good, so work on that. Good job. So now that you have already completed the second activity, activity number 2, we're going to learn some new vocabulary. Yeah, this vocabulary is connected to relationships. Yes, not only family members, but also people from your life with whom you have a relationship. For that, I have prepared a special video that you will see next. So in this part of the class, we're going to learn new words connected to relationships. Yes, in order to show you what the new words mean, I am going to show you pictures of me and my friends, my family, so that you can understand them better. Yes, so that's me in the picture, and you're going to see some of my closest people. The first one is best friend. Yes, this is my best friend. Her name is Sofia. This picture is from when we went on a trip to New York. It was amazing. Good. And Sofia is also my classmate. Yes, a classmate is someone you share a class with. We went together to university. Yes, there in the picture you can see us at Humanidades faculty. We both studied to become teachers of English, and we became the best of friends ever since. Good. The next relationship, I'm sure you can guess who that is. That is my grandmother, yes, or my gran. Her name is Marta, and I call her Martita. She's the best, and I love her so much. Okay, the next one, This is Martita's father, so it is my great grandfather. Yes, he's not my grandfather, but my great grandfather. I hope you can understand that. Good. The next relationship is half brother. Sorry, I don't have a half brother. A half brother is when you have, for example, a brother with whom you share a mother or a father. Yes. So, for example, if my mother were to have another um, son with another man that is not my father, that boy would be my half brother. I don't have a half brother, but I have a brother. So I'm showing you a picture of him. His name is Matias, and that picture is from a trip we made together. The next relationship is neighbor. Yes, a neighbor is the person who lives close to you. Yes, your houses are either together or in front of each other. For example, that man, we call him El Tano, and he lives across the street. Yes, and as I wrote there, he's also my gym instructor, so he's my teacher. The next relationship are my parents. Yeah, parents are mother and father, or you can have two mothers, two fathers, maybe one mother or one father. It depends. There are many types of families. In my case, I have a mother whose name is Gabriela, and I have a father whose name is Rodolfo. I love them both very, very much. They are my life. Then we have relative. A relative is a person who is a part of your family. Yes, it can be a cousin, an aunt, uncle, grandfather, anything. Yes, a niece. In this case, you're seeing my cousin. Her name is Violet. Yes, and she's also my goddaughter. Goddaughter means ahijada. Yes. We have a very close relationship, and she's the sweetest girl. Okay, the next one is stepfather. I don't have a stepfather, yes, but my mother has a boyfriend because my parents are separated. So I wanted to show you a picture of him. His name is Beto. But well, he's not my stepfather because I have a father of my own, as I have shown you already, and his name is Rodolfo. Good. And the last relationship I have to show you is my uncle. Yes, this is my mother's brother, Gabriela's brother. His name is Jorge, and well, he's my uncle, and he's also a part of my family. So these are all the relationships I have to show you from my life. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope now that you know a little bit more about me. Okay, so now that you have watched the video, you're going to complete an activity from the workbook. Yes? Please go to the workbook, page number 2, and you're going to work on activity number 1, which is very short and very simple. Yes? Once you finish with that, come back. Yes? I advise you to pause the video, work on the activity, and when you finish, you continue watching. Okay guys, so now that you have completed the activities, we have to revise the present simple. Yes, remember that the present simple is used to narrate all the different actions that we do on a daily basis. Yes, we're usually talking about routines or things that stay stable for a long period of time. So, for example, in the video, when I talked about my family, I used the present simple. Yes, this is my best friend. I love her. Her name is Sophia. Yes, I'm talking about things that are happening on a daily basis. So that's why I was using the present simple. Now we're going to take a look at some examples from the text and figure out the rules for the present simple. I know that you already know this, yes, but you have to remember that the first term of 4th year is kind of a revision of everything you have learned so far. So bear with me during this time in which activities might be easier than some you have done in the past. Okay, so take a look at the first two sentences. I live in the city again with my parents. They work in London. Remember that in the affirmative, when we had I, you, we, and they, the verb goes in the infinitive form. Yes, for example, I go to school. Yes, but look at the other two sentences. Jake goes to the same school. His mom wants him to go to blah, blah, blah. So in that case, the verb needs an S, yes, to work properly, let's say. So she goes to school, or he visits his mom, yes. Now, for the negative form, we used don't and the verb in infinitive too. Oops. For example, I don't go to school. Yes. And for he, she, and it, we use doesn't plus the verb also in infinitive. Yes. So she doesn't go to school. We don't say she doesn't go to school. No. She doesn't go to school. Yes, with the infinitive form. And finally, the questions. Yes, we find do plus the person plus the verb, also in infinitive. For example, do you go to school? Yes. And then for he, she, and it, does plus the person plus the verb in infinitive too. For example, does she go to school? Yes, and remember that the answers are yes, she, yes, person, do or does, and no, person, don't or doesn't. Yes, good, excellent. Okay, good. So now that you have revised the present simple, I'm going to ask you to work on two different activities. The first one is from the student's book. Yes. It is on page 5 and it's activity number 6. Okay, so in this activity, you have to complete the questions with the present simple form of the verbs in brackets. Yes, so remember that in a question, yes, we have to write do or does, the person, and the verb in the infinitive form. Yes. If the question has a WH word, like what, when, where, who, it's the same. Yes, you just leave it at the front, or at the beginning, sorry, and then you just complete the rest. Yes, so you're going to work on that activity, and then you're going to go to the workbook, the other book, sorry, it's just that I see myself the other way around, so it's difficult. Okay, so you're going to go to page 2 of the workbook, and you're going to work on activity number 2. Yes, you have to complete the dialogue with the words below. Yes, you have words and you complete them. It's very easy. Yes, good. So now you pause the video, you work on those two activities, and as I always say, remember to copy the answers in the worksheet. Okay, good. So now that you have finished that, we're going to go over one more topic, which is words connected to school, and then we're going to move to the final project of this class. Yes, you're going to produce something. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be a little bit different, so hope you're excited. So let's go to the student's book, page 5, activity 7. Here we have a text. Yes, we're going to listen to this text, and we're going to check the meaning of words we don't know. Yes, so let me find the recording and you listen to it.
Video 1.3. Sky, you don't need a prospectus for Belmont Academy. Just ask me.
Okay. Do you like it there, Jay?
It's great. I'm sure you'll love it too.
but I don't know what it's like at an international school. And it's bigger than my old school in Woodley Bridge.
Well, you hear lots of different languages every day because there are students from about 40 countries. I think it's the friendliest school round here.
That's cool. And they don't have a uniform.
No, you can wear what you like. It's more relaxed than other schools.
That will be a nice change. The curriculum looks good too. I might try some different after-school classes.
You should come to the astronomy class with me. It's more interesting than chess or football.
I might try that. And maybe Mandarin Chinese.
Okay, good. So we listened to the conversation between these friends, Jay and Sky, yes, and they're talking about this new school, Belmont Academy, which is an international school. Yes, an international school is a school in which students from many different countries go. Yes, so in this case, you can find students who speak many different languages, not just one. Yes, and well, there are some things that are special about this school, and we're going to go over them. Yes, so the first word you have highlighted, yes, over here, is the word prospectus. Prospectus is like a brochure, yes, like a piece of paper with information about the school. And Jay is telling Sky, you don't need that. I can tell you everything you need to know about this school, yes. So he starts telling her about this, the fact that it is an international school. And the next highlighted word is uniform, yes. They don't wear a uniform. At Ortega Set, we do, yes, you guys do. You wear a red sweater, the girls wear a skirt, the boys wear trousers, yes, so you do have a uniform, but in this school, they don't. They just go with the clothes they want, yes. The next highlighted word is curriculum. Curriculum is basically all the classes that the students have to take in a certain year, yes. So for example, for you guys, your curriculum in fourth year is English, biology, history, health and adolescence, and well, and many other subjects. I don't remember all of them right now, but that is your curriculum, yes, the subjects you are taking. And then the next highlighted word is after school classes. After school classes are optional, yes. At Ortega Set, we don't have after school classes. We don't have optional workshops. So if you want an after school class, you need to go to another place. Yes, maybe to learn English, to learn how to play football, or any sport you might want, any language, whatever. Yes, good. So as you can see, we're talking about schools. Yes, and here in activity number 9, you'll find a chart with different words connected to school. Yeah, the first one is school subjects. There we find citizenship, which is a subject you used to have, yes, which is construcción de la ciudadanía. You don't have it anymore. Now you have health and adolescence, but well, it's a cool subject. Then when you have philosophy, you will have philosophy in 6th year of high school. Yeah. Well, physics, which is a subject you have, and many others that you're already familiar with. Yes. Then the places at school. There you have a canteen. Yes. At Ortega Set, we don't have a canteen, which is a sort of restaurant, let's say, in which the students can go have lunch. We just have a kiosk, yeah, a little shop. Their computer lab. There is one, but in primary school, not in secondary school. Then types of assessment. We have practical exam, project, yes. I'm sure you're familiar with those words. They're very transparent, yeah. And then we have verbs like learn. You're learning English right now. Revise, yes, which is what you do before an exam. You study and you revise all the information. And then finally you take exams, yes. That is when you sit and you complete an exam. Good. So Those are the words that we have that are connected to school. So now I am going to ask you to go to the workbook, page 2, and complete activity 3. Yes, only activity 3, which is an activity connected to the vocabulary that I have just explained. Yes? So now I'm going to ask you to pause the video and play it after you finish the activity. Remember to copy down the answers, please. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, so it's time to finish this class, but before I want you to work on a brief project, yes, that is going to integrate everything that we have covered in this class. We revised vocabulary connected to school, vocabulary connected to relationships, and the present simple. And I want you to incorporate all of that into a short video in which you are going to introduce yourself to me. You're going to include information about yourself, anything that you want to say, but you need to mention, or you have to mention, your favorite subject, 4 relationships that you have in your life. So for example, you choose to speak about your best friend, your mother, your brother, and your grandmother. Yes, and a brief description of them. Yes, for that you're going to use the present simple. Yes, for example, this is my best friend, she is Sophia, blah blah blah. We go to school together, etc. Yes, so the idea is that the video has to be short. Yes, it can't be let's say it should be of about 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute or 1 minute and a half, no more than 2 minutes. 2 minutes is too long. Yes, so 2 minutes maximum. Yes, this is a short introduction. I want you to speak, yes, and I want you to integrate everything that we have seen in this class. Yes, so that is going to be your final task. You need to upload it to Google Classroom together with the worksheet that you have been completing with the different activities, and that will be the end of our class. So remember to submit everything into the platform when you finish. Thank you for sticking with me. It has been a pleasure to work with you, and I truly hope that we can see each other